All right, so we keep hearing about all this like AI making stuff up, right? AI hallucinations. But it's getting serious. How much can we actually trust this tech?
Yeah, and it's everywhere. Everyone wants to use it.
Exactly. That's why we're doing this deep dive. We're using a video from Domi, from autoMEE. And get this, their whole thing is making AI work for businesses.
Oh, so they're the ones out there actually using it, not just talking about it.
Yeah, so when they put out a whole video on this AI hallucination problem,
It's got to be more than just a tech glitch they got to deal with.
for sure, for sure. And right away, they make this comparison like AI is the hot new gadget everybody wants.
It's like, remember those phones that blew up? Everyone wanted the newest one, but
Even if they didn't know how to use half the features.
yeah, like you buy it and then you figure it out later. But with AI, that kind of approach.
Can cost you big time.
And it's funny because the video actually defines AI hallucination.
Which I was like, wait, there's a definition.
Right. AI hallucination is when an AI generates outputs that seem believable but are factually incorrect. They're nonsensical.
Which is all fun and games when it's some random post online.
Right. But this video digs into the serious side.
Like that example they gave about an AI recommending you invest in wooden flying cars.
Oh, yeah. Like based on misreading some financial report or something. I don't know.
And that's what's scary, right? Because you make a business decision based on that.
And suddenly you're bankrupt.
Exactly. But then they go on, and it's not just the money, right?
It's the reputation. Can you imagine an AI running your marketing campaign and it just goes totally off the rails?
Like what? Drink orange juice to fix your car?
They actually said magic carrots cure colds.
Oh, even worse. But it makes you think, why is AI making things up in the first place? Like, isn't the whole point that it's smart?
Well, it all comes back to how these AIs learn, right?
Yeah.
So they're fed tons and tons of data,
Like mountains of it.
trying to find patterns, make connections, basically think like us.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just gets things wrong.
So going back to the wooden flying cars example.
The AI probably found, like, a news article about a toy company using sustainable wood. And somehow,
It just connected the dots in a way that made no sense.
and this is where things get really interesting. It's not always about the AI messing up, it's also the data itself.
Oh, you mean like if the data is biased or something?
Exactly. Let's say all the information you feed an AI on successful CEOs, it's mostly about men.
Because unfortunately, that's still kind of the world we live in.
Sadly, yes.
Hmm.
So the AI might just assume, well, men must be better leaders. It's not being malicious, it's just learned from what it was given.
So it's not the AI's fault, really. It's more like,
It's been taught with like a limited perspective, so it draws these inaccurate conclusions.
it's like if we only learned about the world from fairy tales.
Exactly. We think dragons were real and everything. But anyway, the video keeps talking about this informed approach to AI.
So it's not enough to just be like, okay, be careful with AI. What does that actually look like in the real world?
So they suggest a few things. First, be really picky about the data you use to train these systems. Like garbage in, garbage out, right?
Right, makes sense.
And then test everything. Don't just blindly trust the AI's output, especially in situations where it could have huge consequences.
Absolutely. Huge financial risks, like we talked about. Or where someone's reputation is on the line.
Right. Or even worse, like medical diagnoses. You wouldn't want a doctor to just blindly trust AI without double checking, right?
Not with my health.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, right? Even the experts, the ones building this stuff, they're still figuring it out. What does that mean for the rest of us?
It's a good question. Like, as AI gets more powerful, we need to start asking, what safeguards should we demand? How do we make sure AI is used ethically?
It's not just about the cool stuff it can do. It's also about the responsibility that comes with it.
Exactly. And those are the things we all need to be thinking about as we, go further down this AI road.
Because this tech isn't going away anytime soon.
Nope, it's only getting more powerful.
All right, something to think about.